let's jump right into what happened here in the state of Florida. This took place on August 12th up in Fort Pierce. An illegal migrant who was operating a semi-truck legally. Isn't that weird how you can be in this country illegally, but somehow yet obtain a commercial driver's license and drive a semi-truck legally in the state? The guy's name is Harjinder Singh. He attempted to make a U-turn on the Florida Turnpike. If you've ever driven on the Florida Turnpike, if you guys ever, like, it's the way you go up to Orlando. It's only 2 lanes. It's not.
It depends where. Some places it's more than 2 lanes, but for everyone to appreciate the U-turn he tried to do on the Turnpike from the right lane, across the 2 or 3 lanes of highway.
And you see in the camera shot, like, he looks and the person's like. Boom, dead.
Are we allowed to show the video?
It's not graphic.
But I mean, you know what the
we have it, and all right. So the tractor trailer, he tried to make a U-turn. The tractor trailer blocked all the lanes. Then a black minivan that carried 3 people: a 30-year-old man from Florida City, a 37-year-old woman from Pompano Beach, and then a 54-year-old man from Miami. They had no choice but to drive right into it because I guess it was a turn that was made at the last minute. Here's the video. This is, again, the guy in the green shirt is a truck driver, legally from the state of California. That's where he got his CDL. But illegally in the country. He snuck into the country in 2018, crossing the southern border, originally from India. He's the truck driver. I don't know who the fella is with him in the cab, but take a look. Here's the accident in real time. Here he is trying to make the U-turn.
Look out the driver's window.
And look, you can see the van, boom, right into that.
Look at the absence of reaction from, shit.
Well, the other guy just was on his phone on TikTok, not even paying attention.
Look at his face. Look. People are dead.
So
people are dead, and look, what up?
I make
Sorry, because that drives me crazy. You know what?
Do you understand though that if you've ever looked at the back of a pickup truck, they have that rebar on the back of the truck.
Yeah.
That if you rear end it, it stops your car from going under and you getting decapitated.
Yes.
They don't have that on the side. So when they crash right into the side, if you're looking at the picture, I don't know if we're seeing it right now, the metal ridge effectively decapitates the car because it goes through the windshield.
What happened to those people?
No, it's horrendous.
Dude,
it's horrendous.
There's no chance of survival.
No, just
at that
because
speed.
at that speed, what everybody's simultaneously going down. You know what drives me crazy when I read this story? Not only is he here illegally, 2018. Who was the president?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. How did he get in here illegally?
He got in illegally.
Crossed the border.
Southern border.
Because they wouldn't because every time he was saying close the border, they fought him tooth and nail to leave the damn thing open, build a war, whatever. That scumbag came in here illegally, but knows that he could go to California, get a driver's license. And mind you, just a really quick shout out to Gavin Newsom in California. This past weekend, they became #1 in unemployment rate and homelessness. Homelessness has already been there. But here's my thing. So he goes there and gets a driver's license legally because he could get
a commercial driver's
license. Which
is
even 10 times harder to get because you have to learn. Dude, driving a truck and backing up.
He probably bought it. He didn't learn anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. So here's my question to you guys. Who's going to be held accountable? These people are dead. Floridians are dead because this guy got a driver's license to drive in California, and then he came here. Who's responsible? Can Pam Bondi or who's the attorney general in Florida? Can attorney general in Florida with who's the governor?
It's DeSantis.
DeSantis. Can they go after these people and sue them?
Well, so I actually this morning submitted the California equivalent. My hair is shedding everywhere.
No, it's okay.
I just wanted to touch you.
The California equivalent of a FOIA request in California. And I want to know when the guy got his license, what documentation he submitted to get it, because he came over in 2018 illegally. He applied for asylum. He applied for whatever authorization. It was denied under Trump. It was granted under Biden in 2021. The question is, when did he get his CDL? If he got a CDL after he got his employment authorization documents, whatever it is, choking on my tongue here, then it's legal that he got the CDL, but I still say criminal and corrupt. If he got his CDL in California in 2019, when he had a pending asylum application, I don't think it's illegal that he got it in the first place. So right now, Gavin Newsom's trying to say, it's Trump's fault. He came in 2018. First of all, that's not what caused the accident. What caused the accident was California giving him a frickin' CDL. When did California give him the CDL? What documentation did he show for it? Because I do think that there is potential criminal misconduct going on here, from the DMV that issued it to whatever Biden order granted this guy permission to stay after it was initially denied by Trump and he was slated for deportation. And then this guy by the way, there was another accident in Arkansas also by a Harjinder Singh, who took a truck. Same name, but not the same guy, because there is an infiltration of foreign unskilled workers coming in right now, infiltrating the trucker business, and they're utterly incompetent to do it. It's not nothing driving one of these trucks. The Colorado truck accident that killed a bunch of people, illegal. And it's like you see this left, right, and center now. But I want answers to my.
Well, so it
California
seems like it's
FOIA.
a really complicated loophole as to how he ended up being able to get the CDL, because in the state of California, they do allow, in California, undocumented immigrants can legally obtain a non-commercial driver's license under Assembly Bill 60, also known as the Safe and Responsible Drivers Act. It removed the requirement for proof of legal presence to obtain a state driver's license in the state. It took effect in January of 2015. This guy snuck into the country in 2018. But there is a way that you're able to get it. If you apply for a valid work permit, then you can use the work permit apparently to then apply for the CDL license to be able to then drive the truck legally. By the way, to Vinny's point, the gentleman that was involved in the accident, that caused the accident, Harjinder Singh, he has been charged with 3 counts of vehicular homicide and was arrested. So I don't know if anybody's going to face consequences from the higher-ups, but at least this guy may be brought to justice or some sort of justice for pulling the illegal U-turn.
And
here's a few videos. I don't know if this is to what you're talking about, but Connor, our great producer, went and found a bunch of other illegal U-turns being made in these semi-trucks on
illegals? Or just
Connor,
illegal?
can you weigh in? I don't. It says example of another illegal maneuver, but I don't know if that's an illegal maneuver because it's the person driving or because it's against the law.
Who in your right? Like, how the hell do you think that that's normal? Like, you're on a freeway.
No, but you take the 10-minute detour that is required to do it safely and not kill somebody.
Yeah, well, and Rob, do you mind if I do this before
Go
we
ahead.
see this? So I got a connect from a guy. His name is Keegan. I won't say his last name, but he was like, bro, I keep hearing the show that immigration is a victimless crime. He goes, it's not. I was born and raised here. He goes, I have suffered and struggled to get my own truck and build my business. It was a long road to get this place for me. Unfortunately, due to immigration, the market is flooded with drivers and trucks that rates are so low that I'm at risk of losing everything I've worked for. These people are allowed to come here, exchange their foreign license for a United States license, get in the truck and work for cheap and have a place to live in the truck. It's not just me, because the numbers are falling off the map everywhere. These people are not just landscapers. They drive the prices down and destroy American co-workers, American workers. Please bring attention to this issue. So going back to your point, it is an influx of all these people. They're working for cheap. And when they don't have the freaking skills, it's like, bro, people are losing lives. And again, every time we go, but besides the what they do to the young girls and that 4 years of just sexually assaulting women, killing them and all this stuff, this is real stuff. Like their lack of skills of how to drive are killing people.
Can I add an observation?
Observe it. Go.
I mean, have you guys been to Southeast Asia? Any of you?
No.
All right.
I've seen videos.
They're not the best drivers.
No, what do you mean? It's
They're
insane over
like,
there.
They can't drive and they can't play soccer. And
This is
man,
not
It's,
good.
their life there is so cheap. Like the value that we give life here in the West compared to the value they give life there is he probably wasn't even thinking about it, and he just pulled the U.
Did you see his hold on? Did you see his face and just know, like, he just sat there like he was ordering food? Like, you know what? By the way, if God forbid he knows he killed him. In that moment, they're done. They're picking up the parts of the body. I would be bawling and crying, and I had post-traumatic stress disorder because my ignorance just cost the lives of 3 freaking people.
So to how he actually obtained the CDL. Okay, so we talked about Assembly Bill 60, passed in 2013 and effective in 2015. It allowed undocumented immigrants to obtain non-commercial driver's license if they can prove identity and state residency even without legal immigration status. Here's how the guy did it. Once someone holds a California Class C license, including an AB 60 license, which this guy had, they then become eligible to apply for a commercial's learner's permit with a valid work permit. Singh was then able to complete the necessary steps, including the testing and training, which he obviously failed, to obtain the full CDL from the California's DMV.
In what year? Does it say what year?
So it says somewhere around 2019 is when it doesn't. So he snuck in 2018, got caught and almost deported in 2019. They don't say he got to work. It doesn't say when he actually applied for
Because my understanding is he applied for asylum and it was subsequently denied. There's going to be a question if he got his CDL in 2019, if it was legal. If he got it after Biden gave him his authorization, then it's legal, but still criminally corrupt. But just bring this graphic up because it's absolutely wild. This is what Gavin Newsom tweeted out, or quote tweeted from his Gavin Newsom press conference. Said, guess who was president in 2018? That's a good point. Then he says, on the right, we follow federal law. You can't issue a CDL to someone who doesn't have the required permit. But then underneath it says, oh, but also research shows that giving licenses to undocumented peoples is actually good for public safety.
What?
It's so wildly stupid on its face. But the more he keeps tweeting, the more I think he's going to incriminate himself. It's
Can we go over that argument though? What are some positive benefits of illegal migrants driving in the United States?
I guess
can anybody name a single
yeah, they're
one?
going to be less likely to carjack someone for a car if they can lawfully drive themselves around. I
Okay.
guess. Or they won't hitchhike or kidnap. I don't. It's so stupid.
let me
It's
ask
so
you what
stupid.
this is.
And by the way, are we surprised? We're talking about Gavin Newsom's California, where they made it 2 years ago illegal to ask somebody for identification when they vote in the state of California. Do you remember? My friend actually went to go vote during the past election, and when he took out his ID, they were like, no, what are you doing? Like, they stopped him from breaking the law. Like, I know we're not surprised of it. It's just the gall of this slithering, soulless snake to actually speak, and when he gets mad, and he's mad at Trump, and it's like, bro, I genuinely hope, because I know I put money. I already bet Sam Cedars, dumbass, that this guy's going to be the front runner. He's the front runner. The image, the hair, the look, the yelling, the angry. He's the guy. But name me one reason to vote for him, because mind you, Trump's not going to be in office. Who's he going to be going against, Rob? Who's he going to be arguing with?
JD Vance or Marco Rubio?
All right.
So here's my thing. So what's the argument? How is that scumbag, with all this shit that's happening, how are you going to argue it's Trump's bad? Trump's gone.
Vinny, he has a blank check. He has a
That's
blank
what I'm
check. He can
saying.
say anything, anything. Now, there's an argument. I didn't think about this. Number one, reduces hit and run incidents. They're less likely to flee.
Who, illegals?
Yeah.
That's horseshit.
I know,
though.
that's a stupid argument because
It is a
still
stupid
illegal.
argument.
In LA, I
it's a
saw-
stupid claim, and
But-
I'm counterclaiming a
Oh,
stupid
oh,
argument.
you're- they
We're
already
playing
got into the
along
accident.
here.
Are you ready for
We're
this?
playing
And I
along.
remember
But they already got into the accident by the time they're running, so you're preventing a second crime after the hit and run, which is public safety number one.
Am I
Okay.
Gavin Newsom? Do I look like Gavin
No.
Newsom?
And Rob, you know this? I was on the 405 going to Santa Monica for work once. Bumper to bumper traffic. I saw a Mexican dude ram a Mercedes, and his truck was filled of lawnmowers and rakes and shit. He got out with his friend and ran into the wilderness. He ran into the hills with a 405.
Just abandoned
Nobody
the
knew
car.
what to do. And I was like, what kind of insurance has that? Like, your insurance card says, you hit a Mercedes, get out of here. And he ran away.
What's the second argument?
Increases auto insurance coverage. So if you have a license, you probably have insurance.
I don't know what the hell you're
No,
talking
because I can see here in the state of Florida all the time. Like Malik just got hit by a guy that didn't have insurance.
Another
And I'm not
again?
saying that the guy
Malik.
that hit him was illegal, but down in South Florida, we have a huge epidemic of uninsured drivers driving around
They
this
think
state.
people
I
who-
would go ahead and guess that a majority of those uninsured drivers maybe this is racist. I'm going to go ahead and assume and guess that the majority of the uninsured drivers in the state of Florida are probably illegal migrants, most likely from Cuba. Is that racist
How's
to
that
say?
racist?
You could
No,
probably look
that's-
that up.
that's
but
you're making
the argument.
it's not funny.
The
I
argument is that someone who's here.
Venezuelans and Mexicans.
Okay, all right. Well, group
How about just
them all in.
Latinos?
No, because
It doesn't matter.
We're
Illegal.
acting like there's not a lot of Latinos in Florida. There's a lot, bro. There's a lot.
The
Yeah,
idea-
that is weird. You don't see a lot of uninsured Italian immigrants from the
Have you seen
homeland coming to
Brandon?
the United States.
Oh, is Brandon
It's always-
insured?
I don't know.
No, you're right, no.
the idea that an illegal immigrant who gets a license is somehow going to necessarily follow the law when it comes to car insurance itself is kind of laughable because you're dealing with a predicate of already having broken the law. But there's no arguing. No one's going to convince me. It's idiotic.
Well, they have some arguments, but they're stupid.
weak arguments.
They're stupid.
Here's another few videos that, again, our lovely producer Connor put together for us. Here are some illegal maneuvers. Are they by illegals, Connor? Can you tell us that? Or are they just illegal maneuvers?
Well, given that they're driving like they're in the third world, you can probably assume. But all we know is that these are people doing things that are completely illegal and reckless, and very similar to this move that just killed 3 people on the Florida Turnpike.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Wrong place for a U-turn.
What the?
Like, look at this. Look at all the other cars.
U-turn, bro. What the heck you doing?
But you understand, when he's going to pull across the other side, he's going to
has to
cover
do a
all
K
3
turn.
lanes. He's going to cover the 3 lanes.
And look how fast those vehicles are coming
But
in that direction that he's trying to go across.
And now everybody on this lane is coming to a screeching halt because they're on the highway, and then it. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one I know. I think I know the guy who posted this one.
Let's see this one, Connor.
This one's there you go. I think this came.
Are you kidding me?
This probably came from Pleb the reporter up in Canada.
But why? Why?
Because they don't want to take 10 minutes to get to the next exit and then turn out it's going to add another 12 minutes. Hey, gas isn't cheap. You don't want to waste gas getting to the
no,
next.
he didn't want to wait in traffic.
No, but that's not going to solve anything. He's got to go back and he's presumably got to go in that direction in the first. Beautiful mountains though.
Nice mountains, but this guy, oh man.
Well, we'll see what happens. Again, Singh arrested and charged with 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter. I wonder what that punishment will be. It's obviously not going to be death. And look what he did. He took the lives of 3 different people.
Well, you guys don't know about this necessarily. In Canada, about a decade ago, there was a big story. It involved the Humboldt hockey team, the Humboldt Broncos hockey team. An illegal alien driving a 2 pickup car carrying Pete blew a stop sign, driving 100 kilometers an hour, careened side into a bus carrying 20 some odd players from a hockey team. 60 miles an hour.
All right.
Killed 16 of them. 16? Killed 16 people on the bus. It was a big scandal, illegal. He went to jail. How long do you think he got sentenced for? 16 counts of reckless driving.
5
He
years.
killed 16 people.
16 in a bus of 30.
Ah, for life, obviously.
No.
He got 8 years and then got deported and tried to fight his deportation afterwards.
Let me explain something. If I was a family member, I'm finding that guy.
Well, and not for nothing. They gave that guy 8 years. They are trying to now give the organizers of the Ottawa trucker protest 7 and 8 years, respectively, for nonviolent mischief
makes
convictions.
no sense.
It makes no sense.
So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.